The Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is a roundtable conversational podcast that gives a voice to the Black experience.
Millennials from New York City sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we strive to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
What up?
Happy April.
Yes, it's
It's
April.
Aries season. Shout out to all the Aries. Okay?
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Aries.
Shout out to my big sister, Aries,
Hey.
number one. Hey, gang.
Shout out to
My
my
little
mother.
sister,
My
little
mommy's
sister, Lozana.
Aries. Shout out to my mother.
Shout out to all the
Carol.
Aries. Do I know
My
any
good
Aries?
friend B Dot is an Aries. And his
Little
sister
big
Brandy.
sis.
Shout out to my friend Mia. She's an Aries. April 9th.
Mia, happy birthday.
I think my grandma's birthday is in April. I don't know.
Shout out to Grandma.
Shout
Oh,
out
no,
to
oh, no,
grandma.
she dead. She dead.
Shout out to the
Okay,
ancestors.
Yeah, she hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, he over there shooting off guns at my grandma. I don't like that.
Pour libations. Let's pour
Shooting
libations.
into the
Yeah.
heavens, bro. Shooting into the heavens,
Anyway.
bro.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Of course,
Yes.
today is our current events episode.
That's mad loud. Yes. it
If
is.
y'all know I be moderating the current events, right?
Mhm.
So,
Who
of
you?
course, don't worry about me. I'm
Oh, you
gonna
right? Tell
segue
me.
myself.
Tell me.
I'm
Tell
gonna
me.
segue myself in. But I do want to start off. Let me start off with the man over here. What's up, Nash? The spew
Okay.
god.
Aw, man, ain't
You know who
shit,
be
family.
spewing all over the world.
Talk
Good,
about it.
everybody. Your boy Nash, aka the Spew Guy, drip. Please say the drip. Representing
Drip,
South Jamaica
drip.
Queens. Only Queens make kings. For those who don't know, Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy wherever. And as a Spew God, it's my job to enrich the lives of everybody that I meet. I'm really looking forward to this current events episode. We got a lot of interesting shit going on out here. So yeah, what's good, Trop?
Factual.
That's good.
Appreciate
All
that.
right. Next I want to introduce, the bald-headed,
Oh no.
bearded,
Oh, we know who that is.
Oh no.
the chocolate
guy.
person.
Oh
He be
no.
philosophizing all over the
They
place.
did that to him.
What's good, Flash the philosopher?
Who you talking about? Me? This work of art. I worked so hard on this fucking beard. Nah. What up, yo? Yo, I want to actually be the guy today. Okay, and this is actually something that Ant, which is the dude who has done our videography of
Shout
the
out to
last two
out
live
to
episodes
Ant.
we have. Yeah, shout out to you, Ant. And for those of you who haven't seen it, definitely go check out our live that dropped, or our episode that dropped 2 weeks ago, because we actually did a live episode. We're not in squares for that episode, and then we also have another live episode that we recorded, all together. You said spilling tea?
Spilling tea. They don't know that.
I mean, they're going to.
Okay, they going now.
Yeah,
They
they
going
going
now. You listen to the episode.
But the reason why I bring him up is because there was something that he said that like really made me love doing this podcast shit, and it was sacrifice for your art. Okay, so today I am the dude who wants to always make sure that I sacrifice for my art. Okay, it's your boy
Wow.
Flash the philosopher. It is he, it is me, it is I. Okay.
Yes.
Let's
Gang.
go.
Let's go.
And of course, coming in hot always. I have to represent myself. It's your girl Mo, representing number 3.
For the Bronx, this rap.
Hey!
You are,
You
girl.
surprised us with that.
Every nigga from Bronx love that song. Every nigga you from
Yes.
the Bronx, you have to like that. It's like a national anthem.
It's the national anthem for us. Of course, it's your girl Mo. I represent everything Bronx. I hail
Talk
from
about
Co-op
it.
City, Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit. You heard that? If
Ever.
it wasn't for the Bronx.
Ever.
Okay? All day, every day. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Next, I'm going to introduce. I'm good. Next, I'm going to introduce, this person, is my left, my right, my front, my back, my rib. It's my,
damn,
whatever you need,
my bestie,
whatever you need,
my
I got
sis.
it.
All types of sides. All types of sides.
She covers my whole. Exactly, that's what it is. She covers my whole back, front, side. She don't leave nothing
lusty
exposed.
vibes. Go ahead though.
Nothing exposed. She exposes nothing. And of course, it's my dear friend, my sister, my bestie. Hi, Gemini Queen. Hi, TJ.
What up, tribe? What up, bestie? Tribe, I am TJ, the Unicorn Gemini, and I bring duality to the podcast. Hello. Happy April.
Happy April.
It's spring season. It's warmer. I'm excited. Y'all should be excited.
I'm ready for brunches. I'm ready.
Exactly.
She plays the sweet roll really well.
I know.
Really well.
And especially,
that's why I'm a Gemini. You got to do both.
And here we are, last but not least. This man has many names. I mean, he got the HSD. He has our favorite fuckboy. He has our favorite F. He's all over the place wandering around. Let me introduce our boy Shake. What's good?
Yo, what it do? What it do? It's your boy.
They love you.
AFF. Leave the last F silent, or this week you can call me friend. All right.
Okay,
Okay,
friend.
We are going to be so active this week and moving forward. Sophisticatedly Ratchet. If you ain't following us on social media, make sure you do that today because we're going to put mad hot content out.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Definitely got content coming.
Absolutely. So as you all know, we like to center ourselves and get ourselves situated, as part of our episode. So I'm going to introduce TJ, who's going to get our chakras aligned. And what is today's chakra? TJ, hit it, Flash.
Cue music.
It's gonna be a great ass day because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
No bad days, tribe. Okay, so today you should not have a bad day. Okay, you should not have a bad day on Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. No days of the week should you ever have a bad day because you are in control of everything. You are aware of everything and you get to make your choices. The chakra that I am going to be sharing with you guys is the root chakra, represented by the color red. Okay. So the root chakra is the chakra it's responsible for you feeling grounded. You belong here. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now, listening to the podcast at this time. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, and you are in control of that. The best way to ground yourself is to get out into nature. And if you can, take your feet out of your shoes and ground on some grass.
What if you got ants and shit in your grass and shit?
We'll get a towel, put it down, get in front of the sun, just
TJ,
absorb nature. Yes.
I take your words to heart. And when I journal in the morning, I do it in my backyard, barefoot with my feet in the dirt.
Yes,
and it is really, really, really powerful. It is really a big deal. So thank you for putting that out there.
Yes, wow. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, guys. So I want to
wait, TJ. I don't mean to cut you off, but ain't you in the Bronx? When do you put your feet in the grass?
We have a park. We have a park. First of all,
hold on. Let them know where we're from in the Bronx.
Hold on. We have several parks.
They got tree pits, nigga. They got tree pits for that. They got tree pits for that.
Excuse me. We have a botanical garden by our house. A botanical garden. We actually have a park by our house. Let's be clear, okay? We have and
off my fire escape, I could get some real sunlight. Okay, I can go outside on my little fire escape.
Parkway.
You're making it worse.
Okay. I don't know why she put up no fire escape because there's several parks.
Sorry, but I chill on my fire escape sometimes. Exactly. We from the Bronx.
That is the Bronx.
Don't sound my bestie shit. Okay, now back to me. Yes. All right, guys. If this root chakra is bothered by your friends trying to play you and where you from, You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Your environment created you. Okay.
Talk your shit.
So if this chakra is blocked, you may have a fear of your trauma. You may have some anxiety, have panic attacks. You overthink. Maybe you're worrying about something. You may be having nightmares, or you're feeling emotionally disconnected. That means that your root chakra is unbalanced. Where is it located? This is the one that we say is by the gooch. Okay.
Yes.
So you could do that Kegel exercise right there. You know, when you make it, for the women, you make it squeeze. For the guys, y'all make it jump. That's the root chakra.
Right. Yeah.
I want you to engage that while we play the while I knock the singing bowl. Okay. So some affirmations that you can say. Let me see what the affirmations are. I am grounded. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am protected. I choose to trust the universe to guide me. I am grateful. I am abundant. I make healthy choices, and I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of you too, tribe.
Everybody, give yourselves a round of applause. Shit. Yeah. All right, that's enough.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's align our root chakra. Let's start focusing on any of those affirmations that resonate with you. And you take a nice deep breath in. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale.
Extendo clip. Okay.
No bad days.
No bad days.
That was good.
Gang.
I was able to pump out 38 Kegels while you was doing that.
You counted it. You counted it. Okay.
38.
Yo.
Okay.
Yo. Now I was actually gonna say that Kegels it's also really good to try doing Kegels when you're peeing. You know what I'm saying? It helps you strengthen your pelvic floor. So start peeing, stop peeing, start peeing, stop peeing, start peeing.
Okay.
Like that's a really good way to strengthen your pelvic floor.
Thank you for that, Shay.
I learned that from like a penis exercise book that I used to watch when I used to be like mad self-conscious about the size of my penis. And then I realized my penis is very average. Smash actually is above average.
Yeah. Can I shout out Cola
HSD.
right now? Cola loves the HSD, and she's always like, tell me more about the HSD. I'm like, listen to an episode. Okay.
Anyway,
you want to let the tribe know what HSD is real quick?
HSD.
It's a husband-sized
dick, which is a right.
And the HSD is slightly larger than the average size.
Correct.
All right, but it's not so big where it's now causing uncomfortability with your lady.
Take it over.
So to explain this like we're 5, just think of Goldilocks. All right, there was 3 bears and shit. All right, one fucking oatmeal was too hot, one was too cold, but one it was right there in the middle.
Let me tell you this.
She gonna blow that shit. She gonna blow that shit. She gonna be all right. She gonna blow that shit. She gonna be all right, bro.
We women want to know what an HSD is, and this is something that you want, ladies. Okay, you want a dick that you could fuck, that you could suck, that you could spin around on. When it's too big, you can't do all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need it to be something that you can have every night, not the big old dicks that are gonna fuck you up and you sore.
Exactly.
You can't do shit the next day,
or you get pain.
Dick that you can turn around on,
exactly,
bounce on it,
do everything with it.
It's
everything with it
every night.
It's everything.
It's
everything. Yeah.
And then the dude got to be able to put in work too. He got to be able to put in work. You know what I'm saying?
Got to know how to use it.
Got to.
It's not the
you know what I'm
size
saying?
that matters.
Because you know it ain't about the size of the ship. It's the motion in
the ocean. Okay. Let's not get sidetracked. So next, let's introduce our word of the week. What's the word? Word of the week. Hey, give it to us, Shane. What's this week's? What is this week's word?
What it do? It's your boy Shake, and I'm here to present this week's word of the week. All right. Today's word of the week is repristinate. Okay. Okay. Repristinate means to restore to the first or original. Oh no, I'm sorry. To restore to the first of original state or condition. Okay, that's what that means. Repristinate. And then I'm gonna use it this way.
Wait, before you use it, can you spell it for the tribe, please? Because
that'll be REPRISTINATE. Okay, repristinate. All right, and I'm gonna use it in a sentence. I'm gonna say that the manager had to repristinate his image after he was accused of sexual harassment.
I got one.
For one of his workers.
I like it.
Go ahead.
There you go. It's about to get dark. He's about to
go somewhere. He's about to go somewhere left.
After going on a break of our relationship, her boyfriend wasn't able to repristinate her vagina because she got digged down crazy.
He wasn't able to repristinate the vagina.
Okay. I wasn't know, but he tried to come at her with the HSD, and it wasn't enough.
Oh my god!
I thought you
can't repristinate that, bro.
Can't repristinate. Wow. Why? Thank you for that, guys.
All right.
So we're gonna move into today's episode. As you guys know, it's April. And we're going to talk about some current events.
Yes, we do.
So I'm going to start off. And I just want to start off and I want to give my condolences to the victims who, the families of the victims who lost their life in that Nashville shooting.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
What happened? I missed this.
Yeah. It's crazy.
There was a shooting on Monday. 3 kids and 3 staff were killed. These were children who were at a school. It was a Covenant school.
So like a private Baptist school?
Yeah, a Covenant school. Yeah, it was a Covenant school in Nashville, Tennessee.
How old were the kids?
The kids were, all 3 children were 9. All 3 children were 9. And the 3 adults was 61, 62, and 60. Yeah. Wow.
Who did the shooting?
So we found out that the shooter was Audrey Hale. She was 28 years old.
It was a woman?
It was a
wow.
So it was a transgender woman. Audrey Hale, who law enforcement said once attended the school. She was also, it's a lot. She was also under she had mental health, she was under care. But let's start off with this. Audrey Hale was the killer. She was 28 years old. She used to attend the school at that particular, she used to attend the school back then. Police said that Hale had 7 legally purchased guns, 3 of which were used the day of the shooting. Officials said that Hale was being treated for unspecified emotional disorder. They said that Hale's parents believe the suspect only had one gun and sold that gun. It appears that the victims were randomly selected and that the school and church building itself were the targets. Investigators said that she had several writings about other locations and a map of the Covenant School with drawings of the potential entry points there. In a brief phone interview with ABC News on the day of the shooting, Haley's mother, Norma Hale, said it's very, very difficult right now for the family before asking for their privacy. So it's just sad. This is really sad. That
was
this
she
person
black?
No, she was white.
She was white.
Yeah, she was white. She graduated from Nashville's Nassau College of Art and Design in 2022.
Did she leave a letter?
Male to female transgender?
Yeah. So it says a post. It says a post on the school's Facebook stated that this, she had a post, I guess, of when she graduated, but they since removed that. Aside from art, they said that she enjoyed binging on video games, watching movies, and playing sports. Hill wrote on a personal website, "There's a childlike part about me that loves to go run on the playground. Animals are my second passion, so I also enjoy spending time with my 2 cats." So I guess that was her LinkedIn account. Like those were stuff on her LinkedIn account. But I guess they since
did she kill herself, or is she still alive?
No, she was shot. I'm getting there. She was shot by the police. Who I want to give praises for. This police, unlike the Uvalde, Texas, the police acted immediately.
Oh yeah, they pressing her.
They acted even, and I want to shout out Sean King on IG because he gave a
update the video.
Police, like, It's a video. Yeah. So the video,
Yeah.
they went and immediately. There was no fear. You know, if it was either them, they really acted like police officers, went into the school immediately. You just the dynamic of how they was left door clear. This is bathroom. No one's in here. Boom. They went up the stairs one by one. They saw the victim, told the victim, put down the guns several times. And she was shot.
Not the victim, the
assailant. They told her to put down the gun several times. And she was shot. So she was deceased from the police. I also do want to say that Mash had the picture that I would like him to put up really quickly.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, but shout out to the law enforcement for like moving.
The law
so
enforcement,
fast,
yes, moving very, very and didn't act out of fear or anything. So this is not sure. I'm going to tell you. Give me a second. This is a rep. This is a political figure right now in Tennessee. He is Andy Ogles. He's a United States congressman who represents Nashville, Tennessee. So right now his ass is in hot water because you represent Tennessee, you're a congressman, and this is the problem. This is his Christmas card. His Christmas card, let me describe to you guys. It's him and his family, and they're holding semi-automatic guns in his Christmas card pictures that he sends out and thinks that this is okay. So because of the semi-automatic that Haley was able to just go in and purchase, 6 innocent people lost their lives. And to me, this is what you're saying is okay. As a representative of Congress for Tennessee, people are flooding his pages and telling him to resign. They're not voting for him, that this is his mess, that he caused this incident. So they're not happy with him in the state of Tennessee right now. It's been a back and forth thing with him. And this is a Congress who decides that they'll send out their Christmas cards with him and his family holding semi-automatic guns. And this is the representative of Tennessee where this issue happened at.
He got a silencer.
I gotta say, I don't have a problem with that though.
Me neither.
I don't think that is a reflection of the events that went down. That's just his right to bear arms. And I think they're perfectly okay with that.
I do feel like there needs to be better gun laws in Tennessee. Right. And I think that it does start with the leadership, the people that are making those decisions. And if they think that you can just buy a gun and have kids with guns, you know what I mean? And this person had 7 guns that they purchased, right? The person that actually shot up the thing. So I think that's why it's
my question
it should be discussed because gun laws.
My question is like, did the shooter ever cite like, oh, this is the reason why I bought these guns, like seeing this picture or anything like that? Because I don't see that as being inciting like violence. That picture right there.
It's not inciting violence. That's not what they're saying. They're saying exactly what we're talking about, like the gun laws. Like, yes, and for you to put it on, but that's what they're saying. Like, you have to have stricter gun laws. You know, you and your family is toting these gun laws, but these are the same semi-automatic guns that now killed 6 innocent people out of school. And I can't remember the guy's name, but there was another public office person that was going back and forth with him. He was black, and the man his response was, oh, we need to arm the teachers with guns. Nigga, that's not a response. Why should a teacher feel responsible?
No, especially if the cops came in and did their job professionally.
So now you want to say that part of the plan might be to arm teachers with guns. So now the children have to worry about being in the classroom trying to learn, and the teacher has to. What if the teacher don't know how to use the gun? It doesn't. No child should be going to school in a free place to learn, and a parent has to worry about their child dying.
All right, so I hear that. I agree, and I think that, but I also feel conflicted because there was metal detectors in my school. You know, like when I think about like what my experience was as a youth coming up.
But was there metal detectors in elementary school? Because I want to be like
in high school. In high school, there were elementary.
Okay, this was
elementary metal detectors in high school. But I think that you should be able to purchase whatever you want to protect yourself. I think that there's a weird hard line in the sand for what the restriction should be to able to obtain those weapons.
What we're going to.
You know,
so do you feel like a person should be cleared of mental health issues? Right?
Well, that's a deeper conversation because when you said she had mental health issues and then she was transgender, I thought to myself, is that considered a mental health concern? Like because someone is transgender, is that considered a flag for mental health?
But some people would think it is though. Some people would think it is.
But she was under doctor's care for they didn't drop her diagnosis, but she was definitely seeing it's unspecified mental health, they stated.
For me, I feel like it should be specified mental health issues, not just any mental health
Right,
issue.
any mental
It
health,
should
absolutely.
be the specific ones.
Correct.
They do need
So,
stricter gun
right.
laws so that
That's
these
basically what the
incidents are not
conversation is about.
happening. Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
And and if you look at other, I was gonna say, if you look at other countries, like they don't have issues with guns and stuff like that. And they've stated that I forgot what country was that had one like had an issue like this before, and they did something in regards to gun reform and haven't had an issue since. So we just need to look at Canada. Go ahead, or something like that.
Canada, something like But I was trying to say that I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the Congress is under the thumb of the National Rifle Association.
Right to bear. Right to bear arms. Absolutely.
No. I'm talking about the National Rifle Association. Like they are paying off a lot of these Congress people to push gun laws and make sure
that gun laws
benefit them. And make sure anytime, matter of fact, make sure anytime they put out new gun laws that they strike that shit down. These people are under their thumb. So this right here, this shot of this guy with the guns and stuff, this does not surprise me that he's a congressman.
He probably got the guns for free.
That's what I'm saying. He probably got it for free.
This is a paid promotion.
I'm surprised the little one don't got one. He's with his little book.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
No, that book probably a gun. What you mean?
So here's the thing. I'm not against children using guns as long as you are trained on how to use a gun. I think that my perspective on gun laws has moved into a state where you can have a gun and you have carry right. I think that my level of comfort with weapons has improved tremendously since they're available to me. But states where it was shunned. You look at guns as completely negative, but
completely
when you in the country, it's regular out here. And it's regular to go shooting. It's regular to go to the gun range. So I've been to the gun range and seen children shooting guns, and I'm like, that's dope. I'm glad that a kid can shoot a gun. So, I'm not really against this imagery that I'm seeing here, but I hear the concern 100%.
And I feel like it's definitely multiple layers to it. One part of it is, yes, we need stricter gun laws. I'm a believer in the Second Amendment shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I feel like people should be able to protect themselves because we can't necessarily take or fix like the mental health issue in America, which causes people to just want to do wild shit. Unfortunately, it's just a part of like the society. Now, should there be stricter gun laws? Yes. Does everybody need motherfucking AKs and all types of fucking wild shit? Definitely not. But then also we need to do, and I don't know if it's weird for me to say this because I feel like I've seen people trying to introduce new things into like even the classrooms. I seen one shit where the lady pulled out the fucking whiteboard from like the corner of the wall and it made like a safe room or some shit. And it was a safe room where the kids could just go in, they could lock it and no bullets and shit could penetrate the joint. So part of me is like, damn, should we also like up how our schools and even maybe our churches and shit are secured? Is this something that we have to just kind of be on guard for? Because I don't
prepared for it. Yeah,
because I don't agree with like
fire drills.
Right. But and it's like, are we at that level in this country? Is it that
looks like
wow?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
I'm gonna circle back to like go ahead, TJ. I'm sorry.
I was gonna just say that at the elementary school that I was working at a while back, they did have like intruder things that they would do, like protocols, just like a fire drill. So like if it was like an intruder, they tell you lock the door, pull down the like block the window so that no one can see inside the room, inside the classroom. So and
I mean,
take cover.
TJ, they all do that now. Like most of the schools now do like active shooter
drills.
It's kind of like the fire. It's kind of like the fire drill, and it took pace of the earthquake drill because we don't really have earthquakes. So now they have the the active shooter drill. So that's something that they do regularly. But I'm in favor of armed security guards in the school, and I think there should be armed security guards in the school. I don't think the teachers should have guns, but security should.
I would agree more with that.
There should be at least 2 to 3 guards in the school that have a gun. I'm just saying because we don't send our kids to school.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
We don't send our kids expecting them not to come home, expecting them to die out there. But at the end of the day, this is the reality. Like this shit is happening.
And it's true. And I think one of the pastors at the school one of the children was his that passed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes, that
Yeah.
worked at the
That
school.
sucks.
Yeah.
This is a reality. This is
So,
reality,
it's
man.
like-
Your kids could go to school and not come back, and and it's like the worst thing that could ever happen to a parent. And at the end of the day, I understand we need tougher gun laws, but since they're not, that doesn't seem to be moving forward at all. Let's try to figure out a way where we can protect these kids a little better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's put these
That's a
armed
good
guards in the
suggestion.
school. You
Great
know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think I
saying.
like that. Yeah, I do like that. All right, so I'll jump to the next topic because that took up
A lot of time.
That was a
yeah,
good
so-
conversation. though. That's important.
Yeah, well,
information to
absolutely,
put out there. Though.
definitely. So I'm gonna jump to TJ, who's gonna talk
Oh,
about
You're not gonna talk. Okay.
yeah. Oh, I mean I can, but I didn't want to take up too much more
Do it
time.
real quick. If
All
you
right, so
want.
I'm just gonna. This is really big in celebrity news right now. Currently, on Bravo, I want to say there's an Escape and SWV show that's out right now. Just showing about how they're trying to do a concert together. However, in the midst of that,
reality show.
Yeah, the two sisters of Escape, who are Tamika and Latasha, are publicly going through it right now. Allegedly, I guess they was getting some royalties, and it was like $30,000. And Tamika never got those royalties. It was said that it was sent to Latasha, and that her husband signed for that, so she never received those $30,000. So basically, she's saying that her sister stole from her. You know, that's a big thing right now. Also, right now, Latasha's in the midst of doing a solo gospel album.
Nice.
Right, so she had the gospel album, right, that's supposed to come out. She was signed to, I want to say it was Motown. In the midst of this, Latasha's husband is now in the blogs as side pieces are coming out to basically say that they've been having an affair with him.
Not the side pieces.
So
Did she have the
Latasha,
gospel album coming
right,
out?
Where'd they come from?
right.
Why
So
appear now?
Right. So Latasha basically comes on social media and all of a sudden claims that she's in an open relationship with the husband. She's crying, talking about that she wants to fix her relationship with her sister. And right now, I don't believe her gospel album is coming out because, of course, this is not indicative of how a Christian or someone promoting a gospel album should be going through. So right now, it just looks like her shit is on pause and it's a little rocky and shaky. So that's
all
the
right.
that's
So
all
that's
of
the
that.
show to
I'm gonna
watch
just
on
leave.
Bravo.
Yo, at the end of the day, forever is a long time, and sometimes people have to figure out a way to make the relationship work. So I got nothing against them.
There you go.
I got nothing
Right.
against them for having an open relationship, because if that's how they want to make it work, and
Allegedly,
if that's how they want to have, if that's what makes them happy with sex, and they can still be there and love each other, I think all power to them. I don't think they should be looked down in the Christian community.
But that's what she said. She said it's her business, so that shouldn't have to be exploited.
Yeah,
I agree with you, but it's all about the time and when they decided to go public.
Exactly.
Like,
yes, there you go.
I got this
This
album
is the
coming out.
time to drop the album, not for nothing. You know, this is what they do in the secular world. So go ahead and drop that album and make your coins. Sis.
Right.
Yeah. What was that shit called with Jada?
Your relationship is between you and God, nobody else.
Exactly.
Entanglement. I have it.
Right.
That album, sis.
But anywho, this is all allegedly, child. But we're gonna jump into TJ. She's gonna tell you about the
ratchet reality
TV
news. Yes.
Thank you,
All right, Chad. I know you guys have been waiting for it. Mo, that was a great warm up to the ratchet reality news for today. I have so much that I want to talk about. We're going to get into some reality shows, but first, I want to talk about what I'm watching, okay, and what I've watched. So on Amazon Prime, I don't know, has anyone watched Swarm? Everybody's been talking about Swarm.
Is that Chloe Bailey on that?
Chloe Bailey is on it. She's in the first episode with Damson Idris. I'm a scaredy cat. This is a good series. Everyone is talking about it really good. Like, they have really good reviews on it. But for me, I'm sorry, I stopped at seeing, it was first episode was good. And if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna spoil it real quick.
No, don't do that to us.
Not in a bad way. This is gonna entice you to see it.
Right.
Chloe Bailey is in it.
Uh-huh.
She's throwing it back, and Damson Idris, all right, from Snowfall, is giving her back shots, and you see everything, Chloe. All right, you are looking very good, Chloe. That was amazing acting, and it was just a little sneak peek that I wanted to share with you guys. For me, I stopped after the first episode because I'm a scaredy cat, and it's a lot of killing stuff in it. So I'll just say that, okay? But I'm encouraging you guys to watch that. That's on Amazon Prime.
That was all the
right.
encouragement that I needed.
It's
I'm
called
definitely gonna
Swarm?
check it out now.
It's called
Swarm.
Swarmed. It was good to me. I laughed at certain points. The girl who was the main
yo.
character to me was hilarious in certain areas, but
Yo,
it was good.
TJ, before you
What's
move
up?
on from Damson Idris right quick.
Okay.
Yo, when I tell y'all, Snowfall is one of the best series
I need to
on
watch
TV.
that series.
When
I
I
never
tell
watched
y'all, son, yo, when I tell you my nigga Franklin is a problem, son, he is
Really,
a problem.
Damson?
Yo,
Yeah.
the reason why
He got
I
swag.
love it, the reason why I love it so much is because you're going through. It basically is going through him, right? Because like starting to like he had started off as a little small time drug dealer, and then he ended up getting his hands on some coke, and then it shows how he figured out how to cook the crack up, and then it showed like his move, how he turned into this like.
What network is it on? What network is it on?
Not only a kingpin, like this heartless
Okay.
person that don't give a fuck about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to have so much. Like if you go back to his first season, you show how much of a heart he had and how much of a nice person he was. Now this motherfucker has like this diabolical smile every time he's like. He don't even really smile anymore.
So
Like,
you don't.
He's hard, bro.
So
like,
with Snowfall though, you don't think he would be able to like impersonate to his original form?
No,
not for the first season.
And the crazy thing is, there was
Did he use it right though?
There was an episode where he was high on in the last season when he was
LSD
high on LSD, and he was talking to his old self was talking to his new self and telling him how trash he is. You know what I'm saying? And telling him, well, this is what you've become. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of the greatest shows.
So wait, is it over?
No. This is the last season. This is the last season.
Okay.
How many seasons is it?
So look, I'm not trying to shit on the show. I think that it's a good show, but I just started rewatching The Wire, and that shits on.
Oh, The Wire was everything.
The Wire is hard.
Lots.
It's hard.
Of shows. And the
only
reason I'm comparing them to, because I feel like in The Wire there were so many different characters.
Yeah,
in Snowfall they centralize on
Snoop was
that
just
small circle.
Omar.
No.
God damn.
There's a bunch of different stories going on in Snowfall as well. Don't forget the wrestler. You got the wrestler. You got the CIA agent, and you have Franklin and his friends, his network of people. So there's a bunch of different stories going on as well, but maybe not as much as The Wire. The Wire was
wow.
Just a heads up.
Yo, Franklin's such an interesting name for a drug dealer for me, though. Like,
interesting, bro. And then they start calling him the Saint. He's the Saint now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But yeah. But
all right, so tribe, if y'all not watching Snowfall, go ahead and watch Snowfall.
Get on it.
Add that to the list. It's on FX.
Yeah. So FX. And on Hulu. You can pull it up on Hulu.
All right, tribe. So I also have a movie that I recently watched. Creed 3 is out, directed by Michael B. Jordan. It's the Rocky film series. And I'm just really proud of him. He's like the first Rocky now that's black. You know what I'm saying?
So,
and he directed the film. He is his co-star. What?
Let her live.
It's from that series.
Let her go.
It's the series of it, right? So like,
it's only Sylvester Stallone and him. Like you talking like there was like multiple Rockies. Like
I think there's gonna. So I feel like
series.
This movie was so amazing. I think that it's gonna be next. I really do feel like it might even be his daughter. And that might be in the future. Yeah. Okay. And it's a good, and I didn't want to spoil it for y'all, but I think it's beautiful in that way. I don't want to spoil the movie, but I do feel like this movie gave me all the feels. I love a film that makes the kitty tingle. Okay. Freaking
can you
Michael
like
B. Jordan is beautiful.
Okay.
And his
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, what do you co-host?
Jonathan Majors.
Co-star. Yes, it's co-star Jonathan Majors. By the way, he's a Virgo. He does yoga, meditation. He was recently arrested on some domestic violence stuff. Yeah. But it was all allegedly. So we'll wait to see what comes out with that. But I wanted to bring up this movie, Creed 3, because not only was it directed by Michael B. Jordan as well, he made a point to make sure that he spoke about mental health in this film. and men discussing their feelings amongst each other. I felt like this is something that the culture gets to watch. It was his relationship with his wife and understanding her feelings. Once you get to that certain maturity level, like you get to understand, like I get to express my feelings. I get to understand my partner's feelings, and also there's things that they can relate to. And then also the relationship that you have with your homeboy. It's not, like whack or gay if you tell your homeboy, yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like it just really supports the black men thing that we don't really see as being a man. You know what I mean? So I really want to share that. And also his daughter is deaf. We knew that from the last series. So we see her grow up, and they're showing this disability also, and it's a person of color because she's mixed, so I'm just really happy to show these disabilities on screen, and it gives the people with these disabilities, if you're deaf, it gives you someone to see you on the big screen. You can be an actress too, you know what I mean? I think that was really dope.
That's good.
So yeah, that's what I was going to say about Creed 3. It gave me all the feels. It was intense. The way that he directed some of the fighting scenes were amazing. And so yeah, shout out to that.
Who posted
Shake's word of the week?
Two things right quick. I don't know who did that just now. We gotta pull that. But yo, two things though. She's not mixed. The little girl, she's black. Okay, because if her mom is mixed and her dad is black, she's black. Okay.
No, correct. But she's his. I think I don't know what the mom's nationality is. She could be half black, half white. She looks whatever. You're right. I should say society's going to see them as black. Correct.
Yeah,
that is correct.
She's black. Second thing is also you forgot to mention that this is the first movie in the Rocky series that Sylvester Stallone was not involved in at all. Sylvester Stallone was actually recused himself from the series, you know what I'm saying, because he didn't like the director, and they actually took the shit from him. And yeah, he didn't like the director, so he said he would actually it was either the director or the producer, okay, but he said that he would come back in if he removed the director or producer. I can't remember exactly which one, but they never did. So Rocky had nothing to do with this series, even though it started off as his. Rocky is his movie that he wrote, directed, and everything. That was his movie. But he probably sold off most of his rights. You know what I'm saying, so he could get a lot of backing to make that movie as big as it was. But he had nothing to do with this movie at all.
So wait, hold on. Question: was Rocky involved with either the first or the second Creed?
Rocky was involved with all of the Rocky movies and Creed movies.
He was in Creed 1 and 2, I believe.
Okay. Up until
this one, both of them.
This is the first one he was not involved in. Just a heads up. But it still came out really well. You know what I mean? It still
I give it out of 5 stars. I give it 5 stars. And if y'all want, we could talk about it on the Ratchet Road review. Go deeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to take a second to co-sign TJ on shedding light on people with disabilities in the acting community. If you were lucky enough to watch The Last of Us, I highly recommend you watch The Last of Us.
What is it on?
I'm on episode 1.
All right, in Last of Us, there is an episode where there's a young black boy named Samuel, and he's deaf, and he's going through the post-apocalyptic not experience with his brother, but they actually casted a deaf little boy, and they hired staff to help train the other actors to be able to communicate with him on set. And I thought that was great, for
that's amazing. That's amazing.
That was fire. That was fire. So I just want to
see beautiful for them to see themselves on TV, just like for us, like seeing Black Panther, what it does for the Black community. I'm sure, people with disabilities want to see that too. An image of myself, telling my stories.
The young boy's name was Kevin Woodrow, and he played Sam Burrell in Last of Us. So check that out. It's episode 4. It's for me the best episode of the series. Well, one of the best.
I gotta catch up.
Okay, I was trying to watch it yesterday, but I was interrupted.
Fire, my nigga.
I'm gonna try to watch it today. I'm gonna try to start watching that today.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move on, guys. So I have a few other things. So on Netflix, The Circle, it had the deaf girl in that one. So I just wanted to kind of connect the two. If you do want to watch The Circle, because they're on reality shows too. Okay, so shout out to the deaf community. Also, Love is Blind season 4 is out. I'm going to do a Ratchet Road review because this shit is hilarious.
Yes, sir.
Hilarious. And I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But the last portion of the series comes on April 7th, and I'm just gonna go live on YouTube. So try, just start talking with me. You know,
if you're into
Love is Blind,
go monologue, bro. She going live, bro.
We're just gonna go live.
Or you could go live on TikTok, baby. Go live on TikTok. Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
We could do it wherever. Tribe, wherever y'all want to do it, we could do it.
Let's get it.
Also, on OWN, I'm watching Put a Ring on It. It's in their next season, and it's a little juicy. I'm also watching Ready to Love. They're coming towards a close. They're in Miami, and they're coming to a close. They should be making a decision soon. And then on TLC, I'm watching Extreme Sisters. I can't get into it today because we got so much that we got to talk about. Married at First Sight, their new season is in Tennessee. 90 Day Fiance the other way. If y'all not watching that, y'all need to get up on that. MILF Manor, that's a hilarious one that just ended.
Like the mother
MILF Manor, yes. So there's a show, and I'm not going to go into detail, but there's a show of older women and their sons, and they go on this show to meet a younger guy, like women in their like 50s, 60s looking to meet a younger guy.
You want some young
and they didn't know that it's every woman has to brought their son on the vacation, and pretty much the other women are trying to get with your son.
Wow, that's great.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a little too much.
They trying to repressitate their love life?
Yes. Damn, that's what I meant to do. Use the word.
Yeah, they trying to go back to the original connection. Good job on using the word. Yeah, you get a point. I'm not gonna get into detail with that because there's another show that's super hot right now on TLC called
Talk about it.
Seeking Brother Husbands. Okay, try if you watch, Seeking Sister Wives or Sister Wives. You are familiar with the polyamorous community, and this is considered polyandry. This is when a woman has multiple husbands. Polyamory is just having multiple intimate relationships with multiple people. Yeah. And polyandry is women having multiple husbands.
TJ.
So we want to show you a clip. TJ. What? Before we start,
I got some feelings.
I know we got stuff to say.
I'm just gonna let you know. Ratchet Road review for this. I'm gonna express myself.
That's what we got to do. Yeah. Tribe. If you're not watching, we are gonna show you a clip just to entice you. It's on TLC, and then hop onto our Ratchet Road review on YouTube at So Ratchet Space Podcast. We're gonna be dropping that very soon. We want to know your thoughts. All right, Mash, go ahead and hit the clip.
All right, so can you preface it a little bit about the situation with these couple?
Okay, so this is a Black couple that I actually love because it shows that Black people are polyamorous. Okay,
what's their name? What's their name?
So Kenya is a woman, and she's with hold on, let me get to my notes.
Carl and
Kenya
Tiger
is with Carl. He's 30. He's 20. She's been married to him for 26 years. They have 3 kids together.
Yep.
Tiger is someone that came into the relationship. Now he's been in the relationship for now 10 years with her and Carl. There's no homosexuality, because I know that's what you guys want to say. Like, all right,
no, that's what I want to say.
Tiger, no, nothing like that. She has sex with all of them, and she's actually interested in including a new member into what they have going on. And Tiger, with 10 years, is not really 100% sure if he wants to add anyone else. And pretty much,
got him. Gonna need to represtinate that vagina.
Oh, was that a sound? That was a sound? I'm not used to that. Oh shit, that's a new sound. Okay. Pretty much, he wants to get married, and Kenya's like, I don't feel like we should get married because that's for families. And his mother, the guy's mother, Tiger's mother, does not accept this relationship. He thinks that he is just sleeping around with a married woman. You know what I mean?
That's what he's doing. It's a home wrecker.
No, it's not a home wrecker. This is the way that they choose to live their lives, and they're all happy. She said, I've brought him purpose in his life, and I've helped raise his kids. She needs to respect my role in his life, and she's not having a wedding until that happens. Now, can we play the clip? Is that enough of a preface?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to one more part in here, right?
Go ahead.
So what we about to see is a clip. They live together in this one crib, right? Now, she wants to add a new person into the mix, right? Which means she wants this nigga Tiger out of the bedroom. She's like, you gotta go, nigga. You gotta go.
Right? She actually said, and you're right, she wants some more dick flash. She said, there's nights that I want to sleep with you.
So peep game. The clip is her having a conversation amongst them. Here we go.
We don't all come together like some form of throuple. We have a 2-bedroom place at this time. Carl has his own bedroom. I currently share a bedroom with Tiger. I think it's time to switch things up. I want to bring in some new, partnership. I need my own space to cultivate that kind of relationship. I would like to bring up this conversation about the separate bedrooms with Carl so that Carl can then speak to Tiger and help him understand that there's no love lost just because we have separate bedrooms. If you, Carl, explain to him how things change when he came in.
When you moved in, it was an adjustment for us, to have a major primary partner move in and to be like, oh man, we're a unit.
And it was hard. I feel like it was hard for you, Carl, because that's a major undertaking. And to be able to adjust to me sharing my room with another man.
Yeah, once Tiger moved in, everything felt pretty normal for the most part. There were times where I might feel a little bit, insecure or jealous or whatever, to see Kenya and Tiger doing a lot of things that we used to do. And so, yeah, I'm not going to say no jealousy ever popped up because it did. But over time, you just kind of learn to deal with it. It's able to work through it pretty good.
Okay.
The three of us have a...
So you can check that out on TLC.
Yo, can we talk about that?
Like 5 minutes.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah,
I just want to go on record to say that this nigga is bringing light skinned niggas down so crazy right now. Like we worked so hard. We worked so hard to get to where we are in 2023 just for this nigga Carl to knock us back to the motherfucking Stone Age. That is the most ass shit I have heard.
Not at all.
Sick, bro.
I don't think he is.
You know what bothers me most? What bothers me most is that I can't have another girlfriend. You telling me that I have to stay committed to this and I can't do my own thing on the side? Nah, son. No. That's a problem. No.
You can.
It's a committed relationship where they're not allowed to have girlfriends. They
have conversations about things if they want it. Yeah, it's something that they compromised on. They are okay with it.
Simp, bro. He's a
simp. No, he's not a simp. If you wanted to do it, you can do it.
TJ, I got so much tea on this shit that I can't express it all in this 5 minutes right now.
Okay.
Like what the real shit is with some of this, but
you can't summarize it.
No, they gotta wait for the Ratchet Row review.
All right, that's fine. But I will say I'm a fan of it. I love the fact that we're seeing, equality. Yes. What? Men can have seeking sister wives and we get to have seeking brother wives. And I'm all for whatever works within your relationship. That's the bottom line. You're not in that relationship. If it works for her and it works for her partners, that's a good way that she doesn't have to lie. She doesn't have to cheat. You know what I mean? She can just be 100% open and honest, and they all love her for certain reasons. She has a special relationship with Carl. 26 years they've been married. They have 3 amazing kids together. They are in business together. And Tiger is not like just a Joe Schmo just mooching. He's into stocks. I think he's a trader or something like that. Go ahead.
Imagine eating your girl box and somebody else come out and shit.
Is that what
and somebody
about?
what?
Yeah.
What
somebody else come dripping out. Yo.
So here's
like, come on, be real.
You got the wrong type of face for this relationship.
That's real. That's some real shit.
Here's my thing.
It's
I'm
not.
not
You don't
against,
think
I'm
you
not
would
against
bathe
that thought,
first?
Jake.
Like she's not just gonna go straight into.
We don't know their personal lives.
You can't get the semen out.
It's
inside of you.
I'm just concerned. Me and my lady talked about this show, right? And when we talked about it, I told her that no alpha male would agree to this type of setup. I can't think of an instance.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
I can't think of an instance where a man will allow another man to ravage his shorty and be accepting of it. I can't fathom.
Ravage? What do you mean? What
I think that is simp. That is simp culture. You have to be a simp to agree to that type of relationship dynamic.
I disagree.
Because in the show, she cheated. And they decided to keep it moving forward.
She did. Two of the women in the show, two of the characters, the women cheated first.
They cheated, and then they was too weak to leave, so they agreed to this contract, and now they out here in some weird dynamic.
So
they learned that they get to accept her. I think Carl used the word that he's allowing her to express herself as a woman.
No,
she
that
felt
was
like she needed to connect with other people, seduce, and connect with them. Like that's allowing her to be herself.
Hit the button, Flash. Hit the warm.
Yeah. I will say this: not all the situations on there are simp, but there is definitely like one or two which show real simping on this show. And in my opinion, I feel like, and this is the thing, they're giving a certain narrative in the show, but then there's also a lot of shit that they're not really also telling as far as like some of these stories, which is what I want to kind of get into in the Ratchet Row review, to kind of put certain things to light, and where I want to challenge Mash is like, oh, this is not alpha looking or something like that, because it does look different to me based on like their full agreement of stuff. So
So how about we do this? We're gonna table it here, Tribe. Check out our Ratchet Row review on So Ratchet's Space Podcast on YouTube, and we'll be talking about it there. And if you have any comments, questions, whatever, throw it in our DMs, and we'll discuss that on the Ratchet Row review on YouTube. All right. Can I do my 2020?
I would just that's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say.
It's time for our 2020.
I was gonna segue into that.
All right, Tribe. We are the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast, and you can listen to us wherever you hear podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Then you can go ahead and check us out on social media. We're on IG at So Ratchet Podcast. We are on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod. We're on Facebook at So Ratchet. The group is So Ratchet Podcast.
Give them the OnlyFans.
We are on YouTube at So Ratchet Space Podcast, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces. And we go live tonight, this Wednesday, April 5th. 2023 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Timestamps.
Hop on with us. Get live with us. Let's talk about our shit together, okay, Tribe?
Let's get through our traumas together. Trauma bonding.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
All right. So next, let's jump into Mash and Shake, who's their topics kind of coincide with each other.
All right, so we want to talk to you guys about the recent news and politics. Let me put up my little politic banner, because we political out here sometimes. For those that don't know, ex-president or past, I don't know if they use this to talk about Donald Trump anymore. He under indictment right now. So Donald Trump will be in court on Tuesday in New York City. Charges are being brought up against Donald Trump for some inappropriate behavior, right? So the story is, come to find out, when President Trump was running for presidency, he had gave some hush money to Stormy Daniels, who's an ex-porn star. And, there's no issue with giving hush money. That's not illegal. The issue is he had his lawyer do it. So when his lawyer wouldn't give her the hush money, he wrote it off as an expense. And you can't write off your lawyer fees as an expense. Due to this, he's being indicted. Now, we won't know until Tuesday how many charges and what the details on the charges are for the indictment. But this is what's currently happening with President Trump. All right. So I thought it was really interesting news. I mean, this is unprecedented because we've never had a president face criminal charges before. This is the first time this has ever happened in U.S. history. This is a big deal. It's important that we're aware of this. And Shake, what's your feedback on that? What are your thoughts?
Well, actually, this would be the first president that be facing criminal charges, because we do remember Nixon, right? What was Nixon's first name?
He got impeached.
No. He was about to face criminal charges, but that's why he resigned from office. So they let it go. You know what I'm saying? They let it go after he resigned. But he was facing criminal charges.
Sorry, apologize. This is the first time a president has been indicted.
Indicted.
Yes,
Yeah,
first time.
indicted.
Yes,
Wait,
first time.
Wait, Nixon was Watergate, right? Was that what?
Yeah,
it was?
Nixon was Watergate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Watergate scandal.
yeah. So, so apparently, Stormy Daniels, okay, she is somewhat of a superhero in the sex worker community. Okay, so they say she's a member of a marginalized and stigmatized group. Daniel is actually being heralded by many members of the left as the woman who brought Trump down, right? She's also being seen as both a hero and a whore. Okay. Yes, hero and a whore because because she's standing up to this powerful man, right? She's standing up to this powerful man, Trump. There was actually a time in which he actually sent some goons to follow her. Yes. He sent some goons to follow her and her baby, her infant child, to the gym when she was going to the gym. So she's actually really being looked at as like as a role model for all the young sex workers coming up in the game, even though she violated their cardinal rule, which is, I guess don't rat.
Don't kiss and tell.
Yeah, don't kiss and tell. I like that one. Don't kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't do that. If you're a sex worker, all of this stuff is supposed to be private. It's supposed to be like, you know what I mean? Like
it's like she a lawyer, like a client confidentiality.
Right. Customer confidentiality. Client confidentiality.
That is
like you do with a doctor and shit.
That is a fact. She violated the cardinal rule, but she is being hailed as a hero. Okay, so I had a burning question, all right, for you guys. This is taking it back to Trump. Okay, the burner question is, right? Do you think that these indictments will hurt Trump's chances for re-election? Or this indictment? Okay. No, not okay. I don't have my cards with me, so I'm gonna just I'm mine is nope, not never. Okay, I got Mash also says nope, and TJ, Flash, and Mo all say sophisticatedly ratchet. Put the 2 cards down, Mo.
No, that's why sophisticatedly ratchet. I know.
Word. So Mash, right quick. Why do you say nope, not never?
I say nope, nah, never, because Donald Trump is like a political unicorn. This nigga, when bad shit happens to this nigga, he gets followers. When good shit happens to this nigga, he gets followers. Any publicity for him is good publicity. And I feel like there's not enough information about the indictment available to know if it will hurt or help him. So at the moment, I say, nah, he good. I say, nah.
Yo, I'm going to tell you why I said nope, nah. I'm going to just say, to his people, he's a hero. No matter what he does at the end of the day. And like you said, any publicity is good publicity. And then let him beat these charges. If he beats these charges, he's going to be looked at as fucking invincible, bro. He can do whatever he wants. Son, they've thrown everything at him. They've thrown every single charge they could. January 6th, freaking tax evasion, freaking anything they could throw at him, they've been throwing at him. And he's been blocking it. And then he comes out, and then if he comes out, and then he still freaking wins the freaking presidency, son, invincible, bro. Son, I'm scared. I'm scared if he becomes president again, bro. Like real talk, like because he thinks he can get away with anything
right now.
Real talk.
Yeah,
real talk. But that was me.
So I said sophisticatedly ratchet. One is because his MAGA backing is so strong, then people don't care what he does. What he does. He's no matter what. But if a person's a true politician, like the people who are politicians, and some of them is really like gung-ho politicians and they're by the book, then I would say they're not going to vote for him. They don't want anybody like that to represent them or anything of that nature. However, as Shake stated, like Trump he's a mess. And he's been getting away with stuff for so long that if he gets through this, that's a big deal. Oh, the first president to have charges of indictment got through, you know what I mean? So that's more of, his MAGA people is gonna, put him in there. But if they're a real politician, I would say no, they're not gonna reelect him. So
Yeah,
That's my answer.
I sometimes think like too much shit follows Trump, but then again, I think from what y'all are saying too, it's like he has his supporters. He has people that's going like always back him, and as reckless as he can be at times, I want to say this is like just regular Trump shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see it having that big of an effect because, especially with the money they spend and shit, I'm pretty sure whoever he's going up against, he'll find a way to make something the bigger news or take like whatever off of him. And that's even if he like, would this actually stop him from being able to run, or would this just be like,
whatever? You can run.
No,
you
not
can
at
run.
all. He can be convicted and he could still run for president.
Right.
He could be president from jail, my nigga.
So yeah. So I look.
Nah.
I don't know.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shit, you not.
What?
That's
Shit,
a fact.
you not. Shit, you not.
I don't know how that worked, but
Really?
once again,
Okay.
Yes.
it's
That's
Trump, and I'm
interesting.
gonna say like I wouldn't be surprised of the backing that he still is always gonna have from certain people. So
Ooh.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I agree.
Okay.
I said everything that you guys say, and I mean, this is America, okay?
yeah.
And once he
Okay,
became
stop it.
president for the first time, I was like, anything can happen.
Can
So I mean,
Absolutely.
I would pray that he can't get reelected, but I would not be
Yeah.
surprised, especially Sleepy Joe. I'm sorry, he's sleepy
No,
right
Don't
now.
be sorry.
You know,
Don't be
like
sorry.
he
Be a
on our
president.
team, and
Be
it's
a
like,
president. Don't be
ooh.
sleepy. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like he
Needs
not
a
making
nap.
us look good, so everybody
Not at
is
all.
ready for him to
Not
leave
at all.
anyway.
Everybody ready for
so
change. But I'm
Exactly.
just
We
hoping
already know
somebody
it's
else comes
coming.
along.
Like,
Yeah, I
Right.
hope somebody else comes along.
It is
but,
what it
you know.
is.
Wow.
I
But
just
it was the best.
what
It was
fucks
out
me
of
up in
those
hindsight.
two. Yeah.
My fault. What fucks me up in hindsight is like he was like, if you're not black, if you don't vote for me, but you sleeping on the job, bro. Like I don't understand how that's your argument that we supposed to be supporting you, but you out here taking half days.
Nah,
That
I
shit
always,
makes no sense.
we always joke. The joke used to be our first black president was Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. Clinton did what the hell he wanted to do. Clinton get dick stuck, whatever he wanted to do. But listen, Flash, if you think you could talk about your topic in 3 minutes,
Nah, I really
got 3 minutes, Flash.
I really
He's
can't.
saving it for the live.
let's
So
save it.
Flash
Let's
is
save it for the live.
gonna be
Save it for
saved for the live. He bringing it up on the list.
All right. So we'll talk about Flash topic on the live. So make sure you guys tune in tonight to hear what Flash was talking about.
While I'm laughing though, because Mash is like Biden taking naps, but my mom's saying like black people take naps on the job too. If anything,
we sure do.
I'm okay with that.
We absolutely do. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That's my guy.
Yo, Joe Biden is gonna have to impersonate his image. Okay.
Okay.
Buzzer beater.
Yes.
Buzzer
You got that in. So
Let's
I
keep
would
on
say,
talking so we can cool it down.
No.
Okay.
Shake won the word of the week. He said it.
No, he did.
How?
Yes, he did.
You only said it like
He said it
once.
twice.
You said it twice?
He said it twice.
Yeah,
He said it twice, and Mash and Flash said it once.
How the fuck
said
you
it
got that
twice.
again?
I don't recall you said it twice. So then it'd be a tie between Shake
All right,
and
so there's a
Mash.
tie.
I do
You got
recall.
shut down, Mash. You got
I only
shut
heard
down.
Mash say it once, and I'm
I
being
mean,
honest,
I get
but-
you the scorekeeper. I'm not gonna fight it. I'll watch it on StreamYard and I'll fight you.
You can watch it,
No,
but we
let's
can
do a
still
tiebreaker.
Let's
Do a
do a
tiebreaker.
How y'all cheating? Y'all is cheating. Somebody
There's
cheating.
there's nothing that Donald Trump could do to repressionate his image.
Okay.
I mean,
Shake.
that sounds a lot like my sentence I just used.
10-10.
But
Try again.
Damn, remix.
Try again.
You
Try
did,
again.
but yours was different.
So let me get one. You know what? To represent my image, I'm just gonna let Mash take this one. Okay.
Oh, you trying to steal a sentence from me?
It was trash though. That was a trash ass.
I did that before. All right, so who do we want to give that to, guys?
I give it to Mash for
Me
originality.
too. Originality.
I give it to
Yeah.
All
But
right.
anyway,
Shout out to
before we go, Tiff is gonna do her twin, and then I'm gonna wrap us up out of here. Hit us with it, TJ.
All
Where
right,
can they find
tribe.
us out?
Today is Wednesday, April 5th. Tonight we go live on YouTube at So Ratchet's Space Podcast. Check us out 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. You can check us out anywhere you hear podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Then hop on over to our social media and follow us on IG at So Ratchet Podcast, on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast, on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod. Our Facebook group is called So Ratchet Podcast, and YouTube, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces.
Watch me dance.
So Ratchet Space Podcast tonight, Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Like us right now. Follow us right now. Hit the subscribe button right now. The notifications button right now, so you get hit for new episodes and anytime we drop any new shit. And that's
Double
it.
tap me.
Hit the like
Thank
button right now.
So, Tribe, we just want to say thank you for listening to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Remember, we're going live tonight. Watch us. You know, Flash still got his shit to talk about. Don't forget that.
Thanks.
So, guys, thank you. We love you, Tribe. Peace.
Peace.